Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at some top characters you guys can use in the raid. If you're not running on a huge budget, if you want to keep things simple, don't want to spend a lot of money, these are the top 10 free-to-play characters that you guys should invest in for working on the raid to help boost your scores, deal better damage, and get some much better rewards for yourself in the process. So let's go over the top 10. There will be some honorable mentions towards the end, so let's go ahead and get into this list. Number 10, Wolverine. Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Wolverine. He has a lot of chain attacks. His attacks ignore armor through their piercing damage, so he's going to do a lot of unmitigated damage in the process. But also, whenever he critically hits, he can apply bleed to the target, so it's a nice boost to his damage. But also, his ultimate ability gives him a huge single target ability that can take out one target really easily, so use that for someone who's really pesky and causing a lot of issues for your team. But finally, you have his unique ability where he gives himself a lot of healing whenever he starts a turn. He can also revive himself when defeated, so this gives him a lot of sustainability and the need to not rely on heals for him so much in the process. Number 9, Thor. With Thor, you're going to get a heavy hitting character that can do a lot of damage in a pretty short amount of time. His basic can easily deal 10,000 damage to the target when it hits. His hammer throw can chain to multiple targets, do a lot more significant damage. And finally, his ultimate ability can also do some really good damage and allow him to stun multiple targets, which can't be stated enough just how important that stun can be. It allows you to delay ultimates from certain characters, prevents healing abilities from going out in the enemy team. So all these abilities come together, and basically Thor hits like a hammer. But the reason why he's here at number 9 and not higher on the list is because he is so slow. So that is the major drawback, is that he has great damage, but he's not going to move that often. Number 8, Hand Sorceress. With the Hand Sorceress, she has a unique ability that allows her to apply stealth to herself. Her basic attack can drain, but her most important ability that she's going to be bringing to the table here is her healing ability, which not only heals your ally team for some nice damage, but also applies defense up in the process, and defense up is a great ability for any mode in the game. It cuts all incoming damage by 50%. So not only does she heal up, she also allows them to take a lot less damage for one turn. So you can use this as both a way to heal up your team and also as a way to protect them from some kind of incoming ultimate. Number 7, Luke Cage. With Luke Cage, you get a very sturdy protector. He has a very high armor stat. He can mitigate a lot of damage coming into himself, but also he calls assist with his basic attack, so he can call in some assist to do some nice damage. He also gives a lot of defense up to your team with his first special, which can also give him death proof, and with death proof you're able to survive at least one fatal attack on him. So this will allow him to survive for at least a little bit longer, but also his taunt gives him 2 stacks of regeneration when fully upgraded, and with this regeneration he's going to heal himself up for a nice amount with his next turn, so he gets a lot of sustainability on himself with just his own kit. This is a tank that you can really consider to bring into your team to help with mitigating damage with his defense up, and also some nice survivability on his own with his regeneration and his taunts. Number 6, Hawkeye. With Hawkeye, you're going to get a lot of unavoidable damage, which means that he can cut through evasion on the opposing team. His unique also gives him the ability to cut down stealth and dispel it, and also deal some nice damage to the target too. With his special, he can dispel buffs on several targets at once, and also reduces the speed bar too, which allows you to then squeeze in some more attacks before they move. But finally, his ultimate ability, it's his big special here that really elevates him, is because it deals damage to the opposing team, but also can apply the blind debuff, and with blind their accuracy is reduced by 100%, which means that unless they're special characters that have unavailable attacks or your Daredevil, you're going to be able to avoid their attacks that next turn. So you can use that with ultimate abilities that are going to do a lot of damage. You can use that to mitigate the damage and basically allow your team to survive for a little bit longer, and also be able to maybe take out some more characters before they can use their ultimate abilities to annihilate your team. Number 5, Gamora. With Gamora, you have a brutal character here who can deal a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Her ultimate ability does a lot of damage, but also gives her offense up, and with that you can then deal some more damage with her basic attack, which when fully upgraded can triple tap in the process, or her chain attack, and both her ultimate and her chain attack can give her 100% speed bar if she defeats any enemies while using either one of these abilities. So you can give her the offense up with her ultimate, follow with the chain attack, kill another target, and then she can go again right away. So she has the potential to to do 3 turns right back to back, and that can give her some incredibly good burst damage. Not to mention the offense up with that triple attack can give her a lot of damage with just that one attack. So she can do a lot of damage with her ultimate, she can also do a lot of damage with her basic attack, and then finally her unique ability gives everybody on the team additional crit chance, so she's going to be giving a lot of damage boost to your whole team in the process. Number 4, Yondu. With Yondu, you're getting a pretty nice damage dealer here who can also really mess with the opposing team. His basic attack can deal some piercing damage, which again ignores armor like we said before. His unique allows him to steal and copy buffs from the opposing team, so if someone on the opposing team has offense up, he can steal that, apply it to himself, and then give him a nice boost to his damage, which really helps with his ultimate ability because it hits all unstealthed allies for really nice piercing damage, and it's unavoidable, so you're going to hit them no matter what happens. And he can summon multiple allies as well. He can summon Ravager Stitchers and Ravager Bruisers, and also apply offense up in the process. So he's going to help boost the damage of everyone on the team by summoning those allies, but he can also summon someone who can either really do some nice damage, or maybe give a nice little emergency heal who can also apply bleed on their basic attack. So he brings a lot to the table with his piercing damage, the ability to buff up the whole team, and the ability to really strip buffs from the opposing team too. Number 3, Night Nurse. With Night Nurse, you are by far getting the best healer in the game. Everything she does is about healing except for a basic attack, but her whole kit basically just screams heals. Her special ability can do a single target heal. Her ultimate ability heals the entire team while also giving them 2 stacks of regeneration, which means you can bring someone from the brink of death and basically heal them up to at least half health in the process, and you're basically going to save anyone on your team with this ability. And then her unique allows her to heal the lowest health ally on your team as well. So she basically heals everyone. She is by far a character that you want to bring into any raid team because she is going to basically save anyone from dying, and there's just nothing else to say. She is a healer that you want to start working on because she is going to really help boost any team by keeping that team alive. Number 2, Quake. With Quake, you're getting an absolutely amazing kit here. Her basic can deal speed down to multiple enemies, her special can dispel chain with multiple targets, and then her ultimate ability gives a lot of damage to the enemy team and also applies offense down. So you're able to mitigate the damage on their next move by 50% with this, so it's going to help cut the damage on some kind of ultimate from someone, whether it's Yondu or Quake and a Thor or Rocket Raccoon. Whoever it is, their ultimate is going to have their damage cut in half with that. So you're going to help mitigate the damage on your team, allow them to survive a little bit longer, maybe get that nice heal in from someone like Night Nurse or Hand Sorceress. Plus her unique gives her a lot of bonus focus, so she's going to land those debuffs that she has with her kit. So really rely on her to help boost any kind of damage on your team and also help boost the survivability of your team too. Before we go over the number 1 pick, let's go over some honorable mentions that almost made it onto this list. Number 1, Captain America. With Captain America, you are getting a tank that elevates anyone around him, and this is why I gave him the spot over Quake for number 1. He fits anywhere that you want to fit him. His taunt gives defense up to allies, also gives them ability energy. This is something that allows them to use ultimates faster. They can use those dispel specials anything that they want to use faster, they can with Captain America. The ability energy generation is random. It will give it to some Avenger allies and then other random allies, but no matter who gets it, they're going to be better because of the taunt from Captain America. His shield throw can dispel buffs from multiple enemies it chains, and his basic attack can also chain while giving him defense up too. So he's going to be able to constantly mitigate the damage coming into himself, and his unique gives him a lot of block chance and block amount. So he is going to be able to mitigate any kind of damage coming into himself, and he's going to help to resist debuffs too. So with Captain America, you are getting a fantastic protector that you can throw onto any team, help make them a lot better with that ability regeneration, and basically just boost the ability of any team to perform a lot better. So that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what your top 10 free-to-play raid characters are. I'm sure we're going to have different lists. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And a special thank you to all of my patrons for their monthly donations. And for all of my McMinions out there, thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.